Thermogravimetric analysis is a technique in which the mass of a substance is monitored as a function of temperature or time, as the sample specimen is subjected to a controlled temperature program in a controlled atmosphere. So this is basically a change of mass against temperature study. Instrumentation. Here essentially it consists of a furnace in which we have the sample holder. We have the atmosphere control for the furnace, and we can pass inert gas like that throughout the process. We have furnace temperature programmer and a recording balance which records the weight change. So at present day, a TGA instrument will look somewhat like this. Now we'll see the components of the TGA. Balance. The basic requirement of an automatic recording balance include accuracy, sensitivity, reproducibility and capacity. And the recording balance are of two types. One is null point and another one is deflection type. Null type balance is most widely used because the sensing element detects a deviation of the balance beam from its null position. A sensor detects a deviation and triggers the restoring force to bring the balance beam back to the null position. The restoring force is directly proportional to the mass change. Next component is the furnace. The furnace will provide the temperature needed for the decomposition reaction. It can go to up to a temperature of 2000 degrees Celsius. Next is temperature measurement. We have thermocouple to control temperature. If we use chromal aluminum thermocouple, we can achieve the temperature up to 1100 degree. If we use platinum ruthenium thermocouple, 1750 degrees Celsius, up to this temperature we can go. Finally, we have a XY recorder. Now we'll see the factors affecting the thermogram. So the factors affecting the thermogram are furnace heating rate. So the rate of heating, if it change, the thermogram will change. Next is furnace atmosphere. As I told earlier, we can use inert atmosphere by passing nitrogen gas so that this won't influence the thermogram. Next is the geometry of the sample holder or location of sensors. Next is sample mass. So preferably if small quantity of sample is used, the thermogram will be not affected. Next is particle size. Here also if we use smaller particle size, then the thermogram will be good. Finally, heat of reaction. So it depends whether the reaction is exothermic or endothermic, and depending on it, the thermogram pattern will change. This is the thermogram TGA of silver nitrate. As you can see from this figure, thermogram is change in weight against temperature, and we can see this this slope like thing. This is the decomposition which is taking place. So the silver nitrate decomposed to form silver, oxygen and nitrogen dioxide, and at about approximately 400 to 600 degree this single decomposition take place. Next we will see the TG of calcium oxalate monohydrate. We can see three steps. At three different stages the decomposition is taking place. The first stage, it is the removal of water. It will take place at about 135 to 220 degree. The second decomposition is carbon monoxide escapes. It happens at 400 to 480 degree. And finally calcium oxide is formed and it is very stable. So that decomposition will take place from 635 to 900 degree. Next we will see the thermogram of magnesium oxalate dihydrate. So you can see just only two decomposition taking place. One is the removal of water at approximately 200 degree, and magnesium oxalate directly decomposes to magnesium oxide. Just single step. It will take place at about 500. We will see the application of TGA. It is used to check the thermal stability of materials. It is used for oxidative stability of materials, that is the oxidation of metals in air, oxidative decomposition of organic substance in air, thermal decomposition in atmosphere. All these we can find out. Next is composition of multi-component system. This could be found out. Next is estimated lifetime of a product. that is related to the thermal stability. Decomposition kinetics of materials. We can study rate of reaction also, and we can know the details about the activity and activation energy. Next is corrosive atmosphere studies, that also could be done. Finally, moisture and volatile content of material could be found out using TGA. Thank you.